What's up, everybody? Blackacre here, your friendly neighborhood masked guitarist and vocalist. Today we're taking a look at how to play the Blister Exists. This is one that I get recommended to teach a lot. I apologize if you hear like kids screaming outside. Yeah, it's pretty annoying, but hopefully we can... This microphone, it's so close to me, hopefully it'll just pick up the guitars in my voice, but we'll see, it'll probably pick them up too. Let's get into it. Tuning is drop B. Alright, so first off, the intro riff, it's just going to be up at the 13th fret of the 6th string. Now, you want to give it some steez. I'm really cranking that 13th fret up. I use my middle finger. And then in between, you're going to hit the open string. And it's like, you're going to let it open, palm mute twice, and then open. I think that's the pattern. You want to make sure you're picking in between those two. I feel like that's the biggest kind of misconception I feel like I see with the Volume 3 stuff. Because the tones are so, like, dry, I think people think that they're not picking as much as they are, but you got to make sure you're picking through the whole thing. It's not... I see people playing it like that. You want to do... Of course, you're going to do a scream, you're going to slide, and then this part, this is going to be one of my other disclaimers where, like, I think I found out what they played. I will never know for sure unless I am able to meet Jim one day and pick his brain about this. But I see most people playing this part, like that, just straight up. But if you watch, there's this video that was probably close to when the album was released, and Jim plays the second part of that like this. And even today, when like they play it in 2023, and you can see his fingers in this position. So it's going to be, well, let's rewind a little bit. My point is that I'm teaching you exactly how I played it in the cover and what I think is correct. If you rock with me, then, you know, come along for the ride and learn the song. If not, keep it moving. We do not care. So, so it's going to start off open, and then first fret on the 6th string, sorry, and then you're just going to play first fret power chord. So that's going to be 6th, 5th, and 4th strings on the first fret. So you have, it's going to start the same way. Then we're going to go up to the 12th fret. We're going to play the 6th string. They're going to play 13 on the 5th string. Then we're going to play 14 and slide down to 13 on the 4th string. Now, again, I know this seems kind of weird, but I'll put that clip I'm telling you that I saw, and I'll maybe put a screenshot of him playing it in 2023. And like I said, you can see his hand in this position. I'm pretty sure this is what he's playing. You know. So again, up to speed, it sounds something like this. Alright, so next up's the drop it riff, I'll call it. This is classic Slipknot, it's a 1-3-4, so it's going to be... It's just so fun to play. So it's going to be, I'll do that slower. Open, 1, and then 3, 4, 3 on the low 2 strings. Alright. Alright, next up is going to be the verse. So we're going to basically play the same thing that we did. That sequence, but we're going to play it up. Now both Jim and Mick are up on the higher register. Obviously Mick's playing his crazy part. But so Jim's part's going to be... It's going to be the same thing as down here, just moving it up an octave. So you're going to do that tremolo picked one. Instead of the first fret, it's going to be the 13th fret, so just an octave up. Again, instead of the first fret, 6th, 5th, and 4th string, we're going to do the 13th fret. I use my middle finger for this because then we're going to use our first finger on the 12th fret. So it's going to go... Going to do that. And then that same thing that we did earlier, that kind of weird shape. It's going to be 12 on the 6th string, 13 on the 5th string, and 14 on the 4th string, sliding down to the 13th fret. So I'll play up to speed. I'll do it slow. So that weird part is going to be just open on the low 2 strings, 1 open, and then 4, 3, 1, and you're going to do a slide. So after that, you're going to go back into that verse riff, which we already know. So eventually you're going to do that 1, 3, 4 John, and then we're going to go right before the chorus. So you're going to flip up to your neck pickup, and you're going to rock some octaves. I'm just going to say the 5th string note. Just know that your pinky or ring finger, whatever you use, is going to go up 2 frets on the 3rd string. So it's going to be 12, 10, 12, 10. Down to 3. And then 5. And then I like to hit a harmonic here on the 19th fret. Just like an octave, so. Alright. Next up is going to be, and you're going to want to put some wah on that, some like quick wah, or probably use like a Q filter. There's probably a couple different effects where you can get that sound. I think on my cover I used like an auto wah, or I programmed a wah or something. I don't know. It's been so long. But all right, cool. Let's get into the chorus. Love this chorus. I really like the single note runs on this album. I feel like if this song was on like Iowa, it would be a lot of, power chords. But I feel like all I can really hear on the record, them using power chords, is maybe even by accident, it's the low 2 strings ringing out on the open hits. But let me show you what I'm talking about. So it's going to go. Alright. So it just kind of loops. It's going to be 2. This is on the low 6 string. So 2, 3, open. You could play it 1, just the single note, or let it ring out. Sounds good either way. So 6, 5, 6, 5. Open, 3, and then 5, so. Now, this is another kind of weird nuanced thing. Sometimes there's these breaks. So when that happens, when it comes back in, you're going to hit 3 and open instead of 2 to 3 to open. I'll try to show you what I mean. So it's going to be like, right? It's like that weird one where they take that break and then it's too late for you to play the second note. So it kind of comes in on the 3rd. One more time. Next up is the marching snare riff, we'll call it, or the drum line riff, whatever. Man, I'm having flashbacks to like just insufferable kids in marching band and color guard and all that stuff, man. I mean, I was in concert band and jazz band, don't get me wrong. I was a dork, but whew, they're a different breed, man. Anyway, so it's going to be, this one's probably the riff that everyone's like, how do they play that? And to be honest, like, if you see videos of Mick, he'll just like do like this on the fretboard. Like, it doesn't, they probably don't even know what notes they are on the recording. But this is just what I came up with, and I think is close to what they play, and they probably play it differently. And I don't even know if Jim and Mick are playing the same notes there. It's they're tuning so low, and it goes by so quickly. It's really hard to tell. But this is what I came up with. So it's gonna be. I'll just tell you the frets, and you're just gonna tremolo pick it. So it's gonna be open is on the low 6 string, open 2, 3, 5, and 6, and then back. So it's gonna be like you're gonna do first fret power chord, low 2 strings, and then open. Alright, so it's going to be, I don't know if I can play it slow, but again, the notes are, or the frets are open, 2, 3, 5, and 6, 5, and 3, so, and then open at the end. So, and it's going to be open, open, 3, open, open, and then I like doing an octave here on the 6th fret, the 5th string. You could probably do a power chord too, but I like doing that. And then also Jim will do, you know, instead of, you can do like an octave, something like that. But the notes are, you know, that idea. So I'll try to play it a little slow. You get the idea, and a little faster. And then it's going to go to that I'm dying to feel this part, and at the end, like I showed you an octave riff earlier, the lead that I did in my cover was this, it starts the same. The second time I do the same notes, but just on the 3rd string, so it's going to be 14, 12, 14, 12. And then I did something like a trill on 14 to 15. And what is that, like 19 to 20. And 17, 18, 20 on the 2nd and 1st strings. And then ending on the 19th fret of the 3rd string. Again, this is just improv. You don't have to do this if you don't want to, but whatever you want to do. And then there's one thing I wanted to mention at the end. Like I said, they have some weird things sometimes where they'll stop and they won't do, they'll play a riff that they won't repeat again. This time, at the end, there's one time in the chorus where it does like 3 stabs, I think, on the 3rd fret of the low 2 strings. Sounds something like this. I forget exactly how it goes, but just keep an eye out and an ear out for that. Yeah, and other than that, it goes back to the drum line riff. The it'll end like that. Live, I think Jim does, you know, some of his, like, you know, moody chords and stuff. But on the record, I say you just let it ring out. And that is the Blister Exist. Hope you've enjoyed. You know, again, feel free to let me know what lesson you'd like to see next. I have confirmed with myself that I'm going to do a cover of Vendetta next, as far as the Slipknot covers go. But yeah, be sure to stream my original music. Check out my other videos. Give me a like. Give me a subscribe. We're getting close to 5,000. I really want to hit that by the end of the year. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for your time. I will see you soon. Stay safe, stay sick, stay spooky. and don't trust those tabs.